제 128회 날씨가 좋아야 할 텐데.
안녕하세요. Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Speak Korean. I'm your host Lisa Kelley and welcome to our 128th program. We're nearing the end of our first set here. And today's expression is 날씨가 좋아야 할 텐데. I'm hoping for good weather, or the weather should be good so we can do blank 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 in parentheses.
Tough expression to say in English, isn't it? Yes. 안녕하세요. I'm Stephen Revere. This is one that I don't think we really have an equivalent expression for today. So we're going to teach you how to use it in just a moment in natural Korean fashion. And we've got two people for us to teach.
안녕하세요, 네오미입니다.
안녕하세요, 니키입니다.
All right. Well, how have you guys been?
Yeah.
There's lots of weather changes going on about this time. And one thing that a word that we
The
should
weather's
all
always changing in this country.
One thing that we have to look out for is the weather forecast. Although it's not as accurate as I remember it being back when I was in America, because there's so many mountains here, and so the weather changes so much quickly, quicklier than the forecasters can provide us with.
Than where you were at.
Right.
But I know a lot of places with mountains in America too.
The word for weather forecast is 일기예보. Okay, and you know the word 일기, right? All right, 일기. All right, and then 예보 is the pre. Okay, 예 is like pre. And
Yeah, we've had that many times, right? Yay, may, and all those
That's
kinds
right.
of words. And yay, sup, and all that. You've heard yay before, right?
That's right.
Prediction of some sort.
Ah, yeah. All right. So anyways, one word to keep in your vocabulary, 일기예보, weather forecast. Keeping that in mind, let's go on to our lesson. Here is Let's Do It.
Let's do it.
내일 비가 올 것 같아서 걱정이야.
그러게 말이야. 날씨가 좋아야 할 텐데.
Okay, the first expression we heard is 내일 비가 올 것 같아서 걱정이에요. I'm very concerned because it looks like it's going to rain, or it might be raining tomorrow. And a topic of conversation all the time between people is weather, of course. It's a good conversation starter. And in the States, I mean, usually you sit next to somebody and you don't know them, but hey, nice weather today, and this is how you strike up a conversation, right? The same thing in Korea.
First thing I say when I get in a taxi, hey, great weather, or, oh, terrible weather.
Right, or it's a little cold today, or something like that. And because there's so, like I said, there's such dramatic changes in weather, it is certainly something you can talk about here. Once again, our expression is 내일 비가 올 것 같아서 걱정이야. Stephen?
Yes, that's a new expression. You've got 을 것 같아, which comes up all the time. You will hear, I swear, it's got to be probably the number 2 or 3 most common ending in Korean, because Koreans always, they don't want to state things straight out or too abrasively. So they quite often want to say, oh, it seems like, or it looks like, right? So here, it looks like rain. 을 것 같아. Now, when you're doing this, you just attach the L, just like you always do. We have this pattern over and over and over again. With a pachim, you put and when there's no pachim, then you just put it right on top of the L.
Okay, then let's practice these with some other stuff. Okay, it seems like it's going to be hot tomorrow. How do you say that?
내일은 더울 것 같다.
더울 것 같다. How about it's going to be cold tomorrow? 니티?
내일은 추울 것 같다.
추울 것 같아. Okay, and oh, I'm tasting something, and oh, it looks a little spicy for me. Naomi?
매울 것 같다.
Very good. And how about the opposite? It seems a little bland, or there's not enough salt in it. Do you know the word for this?
Yeah.
This is a word. 싱겁다. Okay, 싱거울 것 같아. This is a word that Koreans use quite often because they use lots of spices in their food. So 싱거울 것 같아 means a little bland, but it means a little more than that. Usually they add a little bit of gochugaru, red pepper, or a little bit of salt when you say it's 싱겁다.
Every single one of those words being an example of the irregular biup adjective or adverb, isn't it? Yeah. You've got the 춥다 ends in a biup. You change it to 추울 것 같다. And then if we had 덥다 ends in the biup, but that gets out of it. Yeah, all kinds of examples of that.
Very good. Okay, and then at the end of the sentence we said 걱정이야. 걱정하다 means to worry about something, and lots of people just say this expression, 걱정이야. And then they'll state what they are concerned about or before this sentence. Let's try that too. 걱정이야.
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 Wow, our pro here now. All right, and the response we heard for this was 그러게 말이야. This is a response that I noticed not many foreigners get to use because they only learn 맞아요 or 그래요. But 그러게 말이야 is something that is very natural. It's like I agree with you twice as much almost. 그러게 말이야. That's right. Or I agree with you. Or you took the words right out of my mouth is how strongly you agree with the person. 그러게 말이야.
Yeah. It's the longer form of 그러게요, right? You can say 그러게요. And this time, 그러게 말이에요. You're emphasizing it, you're just stressing a little bit more. And actually, I think you hear this form, 그러게 말이에요, a lot more than you do the basic form because people like to emphasize things a little bit. Oh,
Right.
you're so right.
So it'd be nice if we got a lot of our foreign friends to use this because Koreans use this a lot.
Sure.
Let's try it out, Naomi, Nichi.
그러게 말이에요.
그러게 말이야.
Oh, Naomi, you look so good. Don't you agree, Nichi?
그렇게 말이에요.
Okay. All right. And the rest of the sentence, we had 날씨가 좋아야 할 텐데. This is our main expression for today. And Stephen was explaining there's no exact English translation for this, so we can only describe it to you. You are saying, oh, the weather should be good. I am hoping for in parentheses. So we're hoping for good weather. It should be good is what I want it to be.
Yeah, exactly. You want something to happen, but you're also afraid that it's not going to happen that way. That is all included in this one little ending here. You're expecting something, you really want something to happen, but you're afraid it's not going to, okay? Oh, so they're saying, oh, gee, we really need good weather, but it's looking like it won't be such good weather. Oh, 날씨가 좋아야 텐데.
Right. And when we were starting our program, I was hoping for so much. 사람들이 좋아야 할 텐데. You know, I was hoping that people would enjoy our show.
You
I
were
was
afraid they
hoping
wouldn't, huh?
that-
You were
Yeah,
a
there's
little
always
worried.
that concern. Oh, what if they? And so there was lots of critiquing and lots of good responses as well. But now I think we've got a good rhythm going, right?
Now that it's almost over, yeah. Around our last 3 episodes, yeah, things are
All
smoothing
right.
out.
Let's go and check out our flash animation.
Wrap it up.
with Lisa.
And Steven.
스티븐, 내일 비가 올 것 같아. 날씨가 좋아야 할 텐데.
그러게 말이야. 하지만 걱정 마. 내일은 비 안 올 거야.
스티븐, 내일 길도 막힐 것 같아.
걱정 마, 리사. 내일 아무 일도 없을 거야.
We heard 내일 길이 막힐 것 같아. I think it might be congested. The roads may be congested or there's going to be lots of traffic tomorrow. Now, if you want to reassure me or if you were going with me on a picnic, what would be your response using today's expression?
길이 안 막혀야 할 텐데.
Very good. Okay, and we heard the word 걱정하지 마, right? In our expression we said 걱정이야, and then we had the word 걱정하지 마, right?
Yeah, and that is an interesting example of that. You can also say 걱정마. And I think that's about the only verb that you can use that with. You
Just
can't say
drop off the
먹마.
ends, right.
You can't say 마시마. You have to say 걱정마. Don't worry about it. You don't have to worry about it. You drop out the G in the middle there. You drop out the SEO and all that stuff.
Right.
Just say 걱정마. Don't worry
Probably
about
because we use it so often.
Yeah.
There's even in the English language when you tend to use a certain sentence or an expression quite often, you shorten it and you can say it without a lot of the words in between. Another expression you would say after 걱정마 is 다 잘 될 거야. Okay, everything's going to turn out okay. Usually you use them together and you usually say this to your friends. All right, thank you for joining us today and we'll see you back here next time. Bye-bye.
And in the meantime, at IDNOWTV.com.